SBR Forum Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. We are previewing round one in the 2013 NBA playoffs right now with Joe Gavazzi. His website is winningsportsadvice.com. We just got finished discussing the series lines for Houston and OKC and pretty much concluded that those lines are unbettable. But now we're going to discuss the game one lines, which has OKC as a home favorite of 10 points, totals 212.5. Joe, thanks for being with us.
Nice to join you, Peter.
All right, give a quick 15-second plug for winningsportsadvice.com before we discuss these game one lines.
Winning Sports Advice app, a free download in the iTunes Store, is the first and foremost sports betting app available on the internet. It is a free download, as I've partnered with Apple to make it so just for you. It's available to over 300 million iPhones and iPads, and you deserve to make it part of your information each and every day. Games as low as $4.99, lowest in the industry on the Winning Sports Advice app. Free download in the iTunes Store.
Absolutely. Awesome. You do deserve it, all you SBR Forum video viewers. All right. Game one, OKC minus 10. Total is 212.5. You know, Houston, we just discussed the series price. We pretty much agree that, it's unbettable. Who's going to bet OKC at minus 1,700? Houston struggled a bit down the stretch. OKC, though, an absolute juggernaut. I have their ATS stats right here. 49, 31, and 2 against the spread overall, but 27 and 14 against the spread at home, and 15 and 6 against the spread as a double-digit home favorite. So just based on that, you have to think OKC, even at minus 10, is a good bet. Not high enough. Then again, anything can happen in the playoffs. I don't think I would bet OKC at minus 10 here, but I definitely don't think I would bet Houston at plus 10. What's your take on these lines?
I do favor Oklahoma City in this game, and this looks like a pretty good spot for them. Houston rolls in here as a playoff virgin, in other words, second year under head coach McHale. They weren't here last year. This is their first meeting. Usually takes teams a little while to do well in playoff series once they're getting in here for the first time. Big story for this team, of course, is Harden and Lin in the backcourt, but they give up just as many points as they score, 103 points a game on the road. Of course, Oklahoma City takes advantage of that, as in this series, Oklahoma City has averaged against the Houston defense 121 points a game.
Good God.
You mentioned that Houston was stumbling coming into the playoffs here off a couple of losses. Well, did you know that under head coach McHale, they are 1 and 14 on the road off back-to-back losses? And Peter, you alluded to the Oak City gaudy stats at home, but what we didn't speak about was the fact that under head coach Brooks, knowing that they lost the last meeting by 3 points in Houston, head coach Brooks is now 105 and 62 with playing with revenge. He is also one of the best coaches off a loss, and they did just lose at home in their last game of the year when they held out most of their players for rest. The last 2 years combined, OKC now 30 and 10 against the spread when coming off a loss. And of course, any game where they're favored by 6 or more points at home this year, 25 and 11 against the spread. I like Oklahoma City, same team as last year. They should steam through this first round, and I like them particularly in this first game. I'll be looking at Oklahoma City minus the 10 points in this one.
Sweet mama, that was a pretty convincing, compelling argument there, Joe Gavazzi. I don't know. The only thing that makes me nervous is just, things are so unpredictable. Things change, and you don't know why in the playoffs, especially, when things kick off in the first game. And 10 points is so many points, But I guess that doesn't bother you, huh?
That doesn't bother me at all. Oklahoma City is proven, especially on this court, that they take no prisoners. Off a home loss, playing with revenge, I look for Oak City to make a statement in this game and to do it in a big way. I'm very firm on my conviction about Oklahoma City in this.
All right. Awesome preview. Joe Gavazzi from winningsportsadvice.com. Thanks so much. We'll talk to you again very soon.